Amigos, last night we had great balls of fire in Dallas. So we saw Brock Lesnar retain his championship, surprisingly, with an F5. Then we saw Roman Reigns lose, but then he took it upon himself to beat up Braun Strowman. And we saw The Miz win. And we saw a lot of things, but we also saw Alexa Bliss not win, but retain. Alexa, good morning.
Morning.
So just run last night by me. What happened last night?
Well, you know, I said I was going to enter Great Balls of Fire as the Raw Women's Champion and leave Great Balls of Fire as the Raw Women's Champion, and that's exactly what I did.
So is there any anything you would have done differently? I mean, looking back now, do you wish you had something differently? I mean, were you happy with the result?
With the result?
Yeah.
I still have the title, so absolutely I'm happy with the result.
Is that really, I mean, when you don't win but you still retain, is that really winning?
I'd say so, because I'm walking out with the championship. I mean, you know, Sasha's a great competitor, and, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to win.
Sasha Banks said after the show, she said, and I quote, "She's a scared little girl." What do you say about that?
I'd say I'm a fighting champion rather than a scared little girl.
Now, is there going to be a rematch tonight at all?
I have no idea, but if she wants to come after the title, she's more than welcome to, because I'm a defending champion. I've defended my championship successfully multiple times.
So I got to say, you know, you guys pull off some really amazing things. In fact, I want to do that thing. Do that thing you did. That was insane, because, you know, I'm watching the show and I'm like, whoa, she just broke her arm. Can you do that thing?
Can't give away all my secrets. They just bend. I can't help it.
I'm like, I think everybody was shocked. You know, everybody was like, oh, you know, there's some kids in the audience that were holding their mouth open. They're like, what? She broke her arm. And then I said, nah, this is Alexa. Alexa's gonna get away with this. So
strategy.
Sure enough, well, you retained the championship. Congratulations. Now I gotta say, you're the first woman that has the Smackdown championship and then the Raw championship. How has your life changed in the past year?
Oh my gosh, the past year has been amazing. You know, I had my first Smackdown Women's Championship in a tables match, TLC match, you know, and I never in a million years would think that my first year on the main roster I would even have a tables match, let alone a championship. And then I was able to have a steel cage match with Becky Lynch, go into WrestleMania as Smackdown Women's Champion, have the title twice, and then get drafted to Raw, which was an amazing opportunity, and then become Raw Women's Champion. And it has been, I could not have been more grateful for the opportunity or even written a better year.
How do you stay grounded? Who keeps you on check and says, look, you know, you're successful, you're the champion, you've been the champion plenty of times now. In less than a year, you've done more in the industry than a lot of people do in 10 years. How do you stay grounded?
You know, I just kind of take it as it is. Like, it's very, everything is an opportunity, and you have to make the most out of the opportunity, because you never know when they're going to come back. You know, I'm still the same me, but I just have a title that I carry with me. Plus, you know, all my friends and family, they always keep me in check.
So there's not one person that says, you know what, like, calm down. Yeah, we know you're good, but calm down.
It's my best friend, Kaylin. Like, people will be like, oh, what's it like being Alexa Bliss's friend? She's like, trust me, people, she's not that cool.
That's always going to have somebody keep you on check. So what did you think of the rest of the event last night, Roman Reigns, the match?
Oh, I thought it was amazing. You know, everything was so good. The ambulance scene, like, that got me. As soon as I saw that ambulance crash, I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
I'm sure it was even louder in the arena than
oh my gosh.
we saw on television, you know, when that ambulance crashed into the trailer.
It was unbelievable. It was so shocking. I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
those guys are monsters, literally monsters. You know, I would have gone to the hospital. I would have gone straight to the stretcher. The ropes actually hurt. We're talking about this off the ring. The ropes actually hurt. The ring is not. It's not a cushion. It's not a cushion. How do you even get used to getting hit that much?
I don't think you ever get used to it. I feel like you just adapt and say, well, that's gonna hurt, and then just have to kind of roll with the punches.
Are you ever in a situation where you're like top rope, or like last night on top of the announcer's table, and you're thinking to yourself, man, this was a bad decision?
I don't ever think it's like a bad decision, but sometimes I'm like, okay, what's plan B? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do I go from here?
Especially fall off the table.
Exactly. I thought that in my steel cage match with Becky. You know, they said the only way out of the cage is out the door over the top. And, you know, as soon as I was starting to climb over the top, I looked down and I was like, nope. Then I climbed back down. I was like, that's not happening.
It's a lot worse when you actually live it. You know, then you see it on TV and you're like, yeah, it looks pretty high, but then you're actually, I mean, even just climbing a ladder at home, you know,
oh, yeah.
You're thinking, wait, if I'm going to fall this ladder, I'm going to break my head. You know, how do you guys do this every day?
We love it.
it's just love for the sport.
It's passion, you know. You gotta love what you do and just roll with it.
So your transition from fitness competition to wrestling, was that pretty easy or?
No.
No?
No, wrestling's not easy. You know, I think the main thing that gave me the best fundamentals for what we do is gymnastics, because I was a gymnast my entire life and all-star cheerleader, and I think that really gave me the best groundwork for what we do. And I remember my first day, I was in pain. I was bruised from the ropes up and down my body. I looked like a cheetah. And it was very intense, and nothing can prepare you for what your body goes through in the ring. Nothing.
So you have a lot of fans, obviously, and a lot of little girls that look up to you, and little boys as well. What do you tell little boys and little girls that look up to you guys and say, I want to be a wrestler one day, or they're having difficulties in their life, whether they're being bullied or they're just going through image issues, or just really anything on the internet at this point. People just troll people left and right. What do you tell these kids? What can you tell them to give them a little bit of hope?
I would definitely say, you can't let someone else determine your worth. You are valuable as a person, and you can't let anyone take that from you. People that, are going for goals and everything like that, our coach, Sarah Amato, always told me it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that has always stuck with me on the ups and downs, through anything in life. I'm like, this life, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you have to take everything day by day by day and learn to love the process and respect the process. And, just don't let anyone knock you off.
Not even Sasha Banks?
Not even Sasha Banks. She's not here right now with that title, I am.
So she's the boss, but not the boss of you.
Exactly. No one's the boss of me, please.
Is there a dream match for you? Like a certain dream match, whether it's a certain gimmick match or just someone you want to actually face at some point?
Ooh, so I love that question. A dream match in general would be any woman in WWE at the main event of WrestleMania. That is my goal for our women's division as a whole. Even if I'm not in the match, the fact that the women would have a main event at WrestleMania would be amazing. But my personal dream match would be with Trish, because I was
I
was such a Trish
Trish,
fan.
I still love you, Trish. 10 years later, I still love you, Trish. Yeah, so I think the women's match at WrestleMania, I think that could happen. It's getting there. I think the women's division has rocketed to this level now, and I think it'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll happen one day. Main event, WrestleMania.
Well, tonight in Houston, Raw is live, so don't forget to get your tickets. They're still available, and of course, you get to see Alexa Bliss. So really, that's the only reason you want to go, actually, right?
Right.
I mean,
that's why I would want to go.
I mean, of course, there's going to be other matches. Anything else you want to add? To tell the fans what's going on tonight?
It's an amazing event, live action. You're gonna have this amazing family-friendly event, and it's always such a good time.
Awesome. The chairs hurt?
Chairs?
Yeah.
I've not been hit with a chair yet. I don't plan to.
Can we make that happen? We're not doing this today.
How dare you?
I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that to you. All right, well, don't forget, guys, Raw is tonight in Houston. Don't miss it. It's going to be great. Alexa's going to be there, and I'm pretty sure Sasha is going to have something to say about what happened last night. So, Alexa, thank you very much for being here this morning.
Thank
I know you haven't slept, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do that thing. Come on.
Do that thing.